Welcome to Learning Unit number 2. In this unit, we're going to be exploring health behavior change theories that will form the foundation for your health promotion group projects. I'll go more into that in a minute. But very specifically, we're going to focus on two models, and that's the trans-theoretical model of behavior change and the health belief model. And as noted by our author, Snelling, although theories can help explain why people act or fail to act, models help us to translate these theories into a program planning framework. So let's get into learning unit number 2. So when we click on here, we have the learning outcomes and our assignments. So specifically, we're discussing those two models of behavior change, and we're beginning to apply a health behavior change model with a specific group. And you're reading chapter 2, and not the complete chapter is required. Pages 23, where it first starts off, to 34, and then 38, where it's talking about the historical perspective, to 41, where it goes over the key terms. Sorry about the little pop-ups. I thought I had everything off. Unit 2, you're going to then do your discussion board. And again, as it states in the syllabus, and there is a page in the syllabus that gives you the grading rubric for discussion board, so how best to get the full 20 points. You need to post by Friday evening and reply by Sunday evening. And you're going to submit using a collaborative document, which is really easy to use. The group project, you're going to choose one of your health promotion groups. So I think I have the pop-ups taken off here for you. So the next thing is you're watching this video. And I'm going to go over for you kind of the best way to go about an online course. So for the weekly process, the first best way to go about it for every learning unit is to first watch the video. And I recommend that you do that sometime on Monday, so you know what to expect, what you need to do for the week. And then I think the best thing to do next is to go to the discussion board and read through what your discussion board is going to ask you to do for that week. And then you go on to the readings. And I would say to do the readings, anytime before Wednesday. So you want to complete your readings before Wednesday. And the next thing to do is to do the learning activities. And those usually are like additional videos, additional readings that are all posted in this learning unit. By Friday, you want to have completed your discussion board post, and then by Sunday, you will want to have completed your reply to one of your classmates. So while I have the readings in your syllabus, it's really important to look at exactly what I've required you to read and to do the readings. Because for an online course, there is no lecture. What there is me acting as a guide and providing you with the information so that you can meet the learning outcomes. So I add different learning activities, different videos. I get very specific on the page numbers, not to have you reading too much, but enough. And all of these are done to help you reach your class and your course outcomes. So readings are essential. So when I give you specific pages, that's to help you out. So our author, Snelling, starts with the first sentence to chapter 2, and that is, a primary focus of health promotion is to help people limit unhealthy behaviors and in many cases replace them with healthy behaviors. Then she goes into define a little bit more about theory and models. And then I'm asking you to look through the different information on the next couple of pages. And please note that on page 24, there are 4 health behavior theories that this chapter is going to go into. I think it's great if you're able to read through all the theories, but please note we are going to be focusing on just 2 of those theories. So if you are rushed this week and you can only do certain select readings, please make sure you read through the health belief model and the trans theoretical model. And those 2 models start on page 28. And then for the trans theoretical model of behavior change, and then the health belief model starts on page 32. So those are 2 essential models for you to not only read about, but to best understand. So why are we really looking at these models? So first of all, you can see, before I get here, you can see there's 2 videos that really help you really best understand those 2 behavior models. But why? Because you're going to be selecting your group. So I'm going to click on here. This is a collaborative document. So that means you can add your name. I'm going to add Judith Stanley, that I'm going to sign up for this group. And then other people can see who's in what group, and just make sure that you do not take off somebody else's name. So you sign up for one of these 7 groups and select a group that's based on your interest in the topic. There's not going to be more than 3 people allowed in each group. And say there's only 1 student that signs up for a group, I'm going to contact that student and then move that student into another group, because you have to have at least 2, but not more than 3 members. So you can read here as far as the different groups. Group 1 is you're going to be involved in developing a health promotion educational program of physical fitness activity to a very specific population, and that is 5th grade children at the Robert Benjamin Wiley Community Charter School. So it's a specific grade and a specific school, and you'll learn more about why that is. Group 2 is physical fitness activity, but this time instead of 5th graders, it's going to be 9th graders, and they're going to be all females at Erie High School with a BMI over 30. So you can see our groups, our populations that we're going to be working with are very specific. But where you're going to have some flexibility is developing a very specific program of physical fitness or activity for those students. 3 is more of a nutrition. You're going to be going over ultra-processed foods with 8th graders at this charter school. 4 is going to be a program on a specific type of complementary and integrative health practice for our students of Mercyhurst University, and specifically our AIM students. So these are our students here who are college students and have met all the requirements for entrance to Mercyhurst University, but they are on the autistic spectrum. So, and a complementary and integrative health practice are those practices that we'll go a little bit more into if you're in that group. Now there's a complementary and integrative health practice that you're going to work with 1st grade students at the charter school. Maybe you're interested in a program on vaping or e-cigarettes for 9th grade freshmen at Erie High School. And then the final option is an educational program on eating healthy, and this is for older adults living in independent, so they're not skilled nursing facilities. They're not in a nursing home. They're living independently, but they're living in apartments that are government subsidized, so you know they have limited income. And I gave one example, such as the Mid-City Towers. So please sign up for one of these groups, and you're going to need to do that. And then you're going to read or go through these 2 videos. And when you click on the discussion board, you can see why. It's kind of tying everything together. So after signing up for your health promotion group, please answer the following. Which health promotion program did you choose? Like, did you choose the one for 9th graders and, at Erie High School, the females? Tell everybody exactly which group you're in. It's not the people I want to know. It's what are you going to be doing? And why? Tell us why you chose this specific program. And then the second part is, which health behavior change model do you feel would best guide the development of your group? And why? So is that the health belief model? Is it the trans-theoretical model? Perhaps you have reviewed all of them and you have selected another one. So again, your response, your post is due Friday, and then at least one reply is due by Sunday. If you want to know all the specifics of grading for a discussion board to earn full 20 points, please look at your syllabus. So that is going to be the discussion board, and that takes us through the week. But I do want to go back for one thing. So this is a link, but it's a link within this course. So let me tell you where you can find all the information about your group projects. As you recall, we started here. This is the first tab, and then there's the assignment tab. If you click on the assignment tab, I have made this viewable to you starting with Learning Unit 2. And the first is your group project resources. So within that, there is the same document that we have, that I have put within Learning Unit number 2. But here's another place you can access it. So say you're in Learning Unit number 6 and you want to remember who is working on what, or you're interested in a friend's project, you can go back here to look. And then there are very specific document directions for using our collaborative document. We'll get into that more in the next couple weeks when we start using collaborative documents to answer specific questions. There's the Mercyhurst University Library for when you have to search the database for projects. You can click on here how to click on your Mercyhurst Librarian Help. So that's going to at least be some of the resources you may need for your group. Again, they're found under the assignment tab, and you can see that right now. So that's enough for this week. And let me know if I can be of any additional help to you, or help explain any of the information for you.